knowing fully well that, granted, Obama got the man of the match for the performance he had against Aston Villa, but there are some players that are very, very important to the team and important to how he played and had a very, very good game that needs to be acknowledged. In all fairness and in all reality, these players need to be acknowledged. Let's first of all talk about Marco Cucurella. Marco Cucurella has been outstanding since the beginning of this year, 2024, since January. He had a rough time in the season, and I know that beginning of this season, Chelsea were, and the beginning of last season, I think Chelsea were trying to loan him away to Manchester United under the last season. Yes, Chelsea wanted to loan him off before the deal collapsed, and they ended up loaning Regulon. But how the him going from the player that was criticized at Chelsea as being a poor player and saying Chelsea wasted 60 million in buying Cucurella from Brighton has evolved into one of the best left backs in the world. I can't even think of a player, a left back that is better than Marco Cucurella now. You can't. I can't. I'm still trying to think about which defender will you say is better than Marco Cucurella now. That in all the things that Pochettino did last season, I think that's one of the things I really really appreciate because it made Cucurella into a beast. This man plays majority of positions in every game. It's either he plays left back, you play left back, you invert into the midfield, you play you go up front and play and create chances. He would just play multi positions. These players are fantastic players. Now, another player we need to talk about also is Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo, man, man, what a bargain! People were saying that I was seeing comments. People were saying that we should call back Brighton and give them more money for Moises Caicedo. I remember when he came, the first game he had, he made a mistake that cost us a goal. That cost Chelsea. He made a mistake. He made a goal error that cost a goal. And people were talking about how it was a waste. There were a lot of criticisms about the last season, saying that the money they paid for him was too much and the rest. And the whole season went, and it began to pick form at the tail end of last season. It began to pick form. But the player that Caicedo is right now, wow, it'd be difficult for you to pick another defensive midfielder that is better than him. They look at the game against Aston Villa. He played the right back. He inverted, he played two positions in that match. Eh, he played the right back, right wing, inverting left right back, and the guy was just so fantastic. He had a very very good game yesterday. These are players that when you shouted. Then what about Enzo Fernandez? Enzo Fernandez, people talked about him. He had some personal issues with the divorce of his wife, and there was only this discussion about why is it that Enzo Fernandez plays better when he goes to the national team. I've made videos about it all too. That when he goes to the national team, he plays better. Than when he comes to Chelsea, he plays better. But we need to also remember something that in Chelsea, he plays a different position. They are bringing to mold him into a different position, turning him into an attacking player because he was more of a deep lying midfielder when he played for Argentina. But Azemaskai is trying to turn him to an attacking player. And in the past two few games right now, and he has done fantastically well, arriving in the box at the right time, making the right passes, making the right decisions, putting himself in the game, defending when he's supposed to, making good effort. So these three players, in as much as we want to talk about Cole Palmer and probably Jackson that is scoring goals, these three players are very, very important to the way we play. They are very, very important. And I think they need to be acknowledged. These three players, Marco Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez, and Moises Caicedo. These three players are very, very important to the way we play. They need to be acknowledged.